Hello guys, and a very warm welcome to my tutorial. Now today's tutorial is going to be a little bit more different to the usual long live stream stuff that I normally do, because we're mainly going to be focusing on the accessibility functions of one of Sonokinetic's library called Indie. Now they have released some new libraries with better accessibility features, but I don't have them, and also Indie is one of their most popular flagship libraries, considering that it was one of their first ones to introduce phrase-based string quartets, and as long as well as a load of other nice cool samples that we're going to basically take a quick look through. This is not a playthrough video. This is not an overview. What this is basically an accessibility tutorial for those people who are on low vision or who are blind, to basically get a feel of what they would be expecting when it comes out of the box. If you want a playthrough, and then I do suggest that you do take a look at some of their playthrough videos on YouTube. There's loads of them, very explanatory, and yeah. So let's get on to this. You are going to be hearing my voiceover here and there, because I am going to be that will be a key part of this tutorial. Okay, so Sonokinetic, what are they? What do they do? Their libraries are mainly centered around phrase-based instruments. So when you hit a key, you either get an arpeggio, or you just hit a note or no piano or something like that, and it just sort of fades away, or if it's a synth, it will sort of just go on. With phrase-based instruments, they're mainly categorized into sort of loops. So when you hit a key, a loop will play, and then it will play again, or a phrase will play and it will play again. Sometimes they play only once, depending on what library you got. But anyway, when you first load up Sono, we're going to be using Komplete Kontrol. Sorry, just quickly for this. So when you load up a library in Komplete Kontrol, you normally do tend to get a handful of presets to choose from, and then you go ahead and you tweak the hell out of them by making your own presets and go mental with them. Or if you prefer, you can set a preset, you don't have to tweak anything, and you can have loads of fun with that. With Sonokinetic, it's just a little bit different, because when you load up the library, you only get one preset with a handful of phrases, okay, and the phrases start from C3 to B3, with you enabling to play triad chords using the left hand side starting from C1. Okay, I'll give you an example of that in a second. Now there are hundreds and hundreds of phrases inside this engine. How do we get to them? Well, I'm going to show you that in a second. Now I've just loaded up the NKI file now onto my Komplete Kontrol, and these are some of the phrases that we can use now. So I'm hitting like 3 different notes, and it's like 3 different phrases going on. Let's try and check. Let's start playing some chords, shall we? Yeah, that was a bit sloppy, but anyway. Okay, so that's the basic functions on how to use these libraries. There are more functions, but again, please check the playthrough videos or your manual for more information. Okay, so let's look at the rotary knobs in the center of the keyboard. Now, as for those people who are very familiar with Komplete Kontrol keyboards, the rotary knobs, VoiceOver will tell you what the rotary knobs do, but what they don't tell you is how much effect that you've basically put onto that rotary knob. So it literally is a matter of guesswork. Now more often than not, that's okay, but when you're trying to select different phrases, this could be a slight problem. So yeah, if there's any way we can sort of resolve this or maybe update it, that'll be absolutely appreciative. But I'll give you an example. So rotary knobs, we'll start with there's only 2 pages of different parameters. We'll start at page number 1, and it's basically knob number 1 is this.
Active preset.
Knob number 2.
Offset.
3.
X fade.
4.
Pan.
5.
Volume.
6.
Release.
7.
Mod wheel.
8.
Harm shift.
Okay, now we go to page 2.
Mic. Random. Phrase select and set phrase.
1.
Mic. Mix.
2.
Random. Randomize.
3.
Phrase select. Section.
4.
Category.
5.
Phrase.
6.
Set phrase. Update.
7. 7 and 8 are not allocated. Okay, so we want to basically change the phrases that are displayed to us when we first load up the preset. So we want to select different phrases. How do we do this? Because since we've only got one preset, right? Well, we do this inside the preset itself. So we change the parameters. Again, VoiceOver will not tell you what you're changing your preset to. It will not give you the name of the phrase. So this is literally a simple matter of guesswork. Furthermore, you have to select your key in order for it to work. Okay, you can't just go straight in and dive in. Otherwise, what would happen? Nothing would happen. So first, let's say if I wanted to change the phrase on C3. I don't like that one very much. I want to get rid of that. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to select the relevant key that this is on. I know for a fact this is on C3. Okay, so I need to try and find C3 on the active preset knob, and the only way for me to do that is to use two knobs in conjunction with each other. That's the active preset and the pan feature. If I can use the pan feature on each preset, all the other presets wouldn't be touched, if that makes any sense. All the other phrases will not be touched unless I have the thing set all the way around
active
to
preset.
the left. So if I use the active preset and I turn it anti-clockwise all the way around to the left, and then I basically
Volume.
Use the pan feature, all the presets will be selected. And if we do a few others. Yeah, so that's basically it. So what I want to do is I want to select
pan. Pan.
Okay, there we go. Just trying to get them back all into the center of the thing. As I said, it is just a little bit fiddly. So now what I want to do is I want to try and turn this preset knob around just a little bit, which is knob number 1, and see if I can't find
pan.
The if I can just no, that's not it. I've gone too far. All right.
Active preset.
This.
Pan.
There we go. So basically, now I found the right key.
Pan.
And because I've used the pan feature on this, therefore I know that this is the right key in order for me to start changing phrases. And if I played other phrases, they're still in the center, and I'm twisting the pan knob now. But this one on C3 is changing. Okay, so let's go down to the phrase lists.
Mic, random, phrase select and set phrase.
This is on the second page. Now, the quickest way to change phrases will be to select random. But if you know a phrase that you want, then this is going to be, you'll have to stick with me here. So we start off with
phrase select section. Random, randomize.
We don't phrase
select section.
So
section
is pretty self-explanatory. There are loads and loads.
Section.
There are, I think there's 5 different sections of the orchestra to choose from. So you do have
section.
Oh, what are these? Quartet strings, string quartet, ensemble strings,
section,
woodwinds,
section,
brass, and percussions. So let's say I want something
section.
from the
category
quartet strings, string quartets. And then we go to the next knob basically,
section.
Which is
category.
So I can select a different category of phrases. So depending on what I'm looking for, do I want something more plucky or do I want something just a little bit more soothing?
Category.
Again, they don't tell you, but you do have previews. So listen out for the previews. Let me shut up for a second. You can hear them. Okay, and then let's say I want something from these preview, like from this particular category. The next knob is
Phrase.
Phrase. So there's a list of phrases in here. I select which one
Phrase.
I want. Oh, I like this one. So let's say I want to select this one. Then we got this one.
Set phrase. Update.
Set phrase. Update. So then I twist this around
Update.
clockwise. And then hopefully that should set it to the key that I've selected beforehand. Let's give it a go. And there you go. That's how you set a phrase. Again, it's a little bit fiddly. The only problem, I mean, I do like the layout of it, really, to be honest. You know, you get your categories. They've all been previewed. You can select your different phrases and things like that. But it is a little, my personal issue with this particular setup is that it's a bit difficult for you to select your the different key that you're looking for, unless it's not difficult, but it's a little bit hard because you've got to try and do a bit of guesswork, but it can be done. So you know what, I'm not going to complain too much. Let's do another one actually. Let's go from let's go to
Authentication. Login. Window. Login. Justin Cunningham button. You are currently on a button. To click this button, press Control
again,
Option Space. Quick edit.
I'm not going to talk
Logical
a lot
Links.
on this
Untitled.
one.
Tracks. Window.
I'm going to let my voiceover and everything else do the talking. Actually, I will do a bit of talking. So again, we need to try and find
Quick
the
edit.
key.
Active preset.
Active presets. Let's say I want to go. I don't twist it too much.
Pan.
Pan. Now I've gone to D. So this is what I mean.
Active preset.
Let's go back a bit.
Pan.
There we go. I want something on that one.
Mic. Random. Phrase select and set phrase.
Phrase.
Phrase select. Section. Random. Randomize. Phrase select. Section.
Let's say I want a
Category.
thing.
Phrase.
Oh, I like the sound of this.
Set phrase. Update.
Update. Okay, there you go. Sometimes with the update, you might have to twist it one way or the other in order for it to basically update. So sometimes if you twisted it clockwise beforehand and it don't do anything, try twisting it anti-clockwise. So now we set two phrases to two keys. We've basically tweaked two phrases now. So let's have a play with them. Find some nice chords. I'm doing that wrong. So that's cool. Let's do a few more. I like that actually. We'll keep that. What's this one? Let's change this.
Quick edit.
Shall we? Maybe I want something a little bit more.
Quick edit. Active preset.
So again, it's about trying to find the right key.
Pan.
That's not it.
Active preset.
Let's try this.
Pan.
There we go. Found you. So again, use the active preset and pan functions in conjunction with each other to try and find the right key. Again, it is a little bit tricky, but it can be done.
Mic, random, phrase select and set phrase. Phrase select, section.
Right, let's try in a section. Let's do
Category.
something from...
Phrase. Category. Phrase.
So this is part of the fun when you're selecting
Phrase.
different phrases and things like that.
Category. Phrase. Category. Phrase. Category. Phrase.
Okay, let's just say I just want this one.
Set phrase, update.
Just to keep this thing. Let's update. You could also adjust the volumes on each individual key as well, if you think a preset is too loud. So I don't like the volume of this. I feel like that's just overpowering everything. So what we can do
Quick edit.
is we can turn the volume
Quick edit.
down
Volume.
slightly. There we go. And now let's try and play, see if this sounds a bit better. Now, this is the only criticism that I would like to make, is that we cannot select different sections and just basically add a load of phrases in. We have to do all this one at a time, which I personally find that might inhibit my workflow if I want to get something done really, really quickly. So I have to sort of go through it. The pros of that basically meaning that you can literally just spend forever going through all these sort of nice different phrases and having fun with them. But if you've got something, want to get something done, then you have to sort of mess around a bit, and yeah. The only other criticism I would like to make is the lack of preset files that in order for us to choose. But again, they sort of work themselves around that by basically having the preset select inside the phrase select files inside the preset bank, so we do have moderate control over them. I hope this tutorial helps anyone who is hoping to buy Sonokinetic but don't know what comes out of the box. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, and I'm also on Twitter as well. Have a good day, people, and again,
Login window, login Justin Cunningham, login window, login Justin Cunningham, logic OS, untitled, tracks window, control bar tool.
Again, please check the video and also your manual. See you later.
Audio hijack, YouTube.